You've been told you need to cook to build muscle. Meal prep, Tupperware, 4 hours on Sunday, chicken in the oven, rice on the stove, the whole ritual. You don't. There are men building serious muscle-eating food that requires zero heat, zero pans, and zero excuses. And most of them are eating better than you are right now. Here's the list. Number 1. Canned tuna straight from the can. Not tuna salad, not a tuna sandwich with mayo and bread. Canned tuna, drained, fork, done. A standard 5-ounce can of tuna packed in water delivers approximately 20 to 23 grams of complete protein with all essential amino acids, under 130 calories, and essentially zero carbohydrates. It also contains selenium, B12, and omega-3 fatty acids, all of which support testosterone production and reduce systemic inflammation that slows recovery. The dose? 1 can once a day minimum. If you're in a serious building phase, 2 cans. That's over 40 grams of protein before you've touched a stove. The fitness industry would rather sell you a protein shake for $40 a month. A case of canned tuna costs $12 and lasts 2 weeks. Do the math yourself. Number 2, canned sardines in olive oil. I know what you're thinking. You're wrong. Sardines are one of the most nutritionally complete foods available without cooking. A single 3.75-ounce can delivers roughly 22 to 23 grams of protein, plus calcium from the bones. Yes, you eat the bones, they're soft, plus vitamin D, omega-3s, and CoQ10, which supports mitochondrial function and energy production during training. The olive oil they're packed in is not a problem. It's monounsaturated fat, the same fat that supports testosterone synthesis. You're not avoiding it, you're using it. Dose, 1 can per day. Eat them on whole grain crackers if you need something to chew, or eat them straight. Either way, you're getting more functional nutrition per dollar than almost anything else on this list. The men who turn their nose up at sardines are the same men wondering why their progress stalled. Coincidence? Probably. Number 3, smoked salmon. No heat required, no prep. Open the package. A 3-ounce serving of smoked salmon contains approximately 16 to 17 grams of protein, significant omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, and astaxanthin, a carotenoid with documented anti-inflammatory properties that supports muscle recovery post-training. The sodium content is higher than fresh salmon. That's the trade-off. If you're training hard and sweating, you need electrolytes anyway. This is not a problem, it's a feature. Dose, 3 to 4 ounces. Eat it with sliced cucumber or whole grain crackers. No cooking, no pan, no excuses. This is what the men at the top of the food chain eat for lunch when they don't have time to cook. Now you know why. Here's what's actually happening when you eat these meals. Your body doesn't care whether the protein was heated or not. It cares about amino acid availability, digestibility, and timing. Cold protein digests. Room temperature protein digests. The idea that you need to cook food to build muscle is a habit, not a biological requirement. What you actually need is consistent protein intake across the day, roughly 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight, distributed across meals, with leucine-rich sources prioritized because leucine is the amino acid that directly triggers muscle protein synthesis. Every item on this list is leucine-rich. Every item on this list is complete protein. None of them require a stove. The men who are ahead of you in the gym figured this out. They stopped making excuses about not having time to cook. They opened a can. They moved on. Number 4, canned oysters. This one is going to make some of you uncomfortable. Good. Canned oysters, smoked or in water, deliver approximately 8 to 10 grams of protein per 3-ounce serving, which sounds modest until you look at what else comes with it. Oysters are the single highest dietary source of zinc available. A 3-ounce serving of Eastern canned oysters provides approximately 77 milligrams of zinc, according to USDA data. That is nearly 7 times the daily requirement of 11 milligrams for adult men. Why does that matter? Because zinc is directly involved in testosterone synthesis. Clinical studies have documented that zinc deficiency correlates with significantly reduced testosterone levels in men, and that zinc supplementation in deficient men restores testosterone to normal ranges. This is not bro science. This is documented endocrinology. The supplement industry sells zinc capsules for $20 a bottle. You can get the same zinc from a $3 can of oysters and also get complete protein, vitamin B12, copper, and selenium in the same bite. Dose: 1 can 2 to 3 times per week. If you're training hard and sweating heavily, you're losing zinc. Replace it with food, not pills. Number 5 is the one that looks like a snack and functions like a meal. Coming up right now. Number 5. Edamame, frozen, thawed, no cooking required. Frozen edamame thaws in cold water in under 10 minutes. No heat, no stove, no microwave required. 1 cup of shelled edamame delivers approximately 17 grams of complete protein, one of the very few plant sources that contains all 9 essential amino acids in meaningful quantities. It also provides 8 grams of fiber, significant iron, folate, and vitamin K2. The mechanism. Edamame is a soy-based food, and the concern some men have about soy and estrogen is largely overstated in the context of whole food consumption. The phytoestrogens in edamame, isoflavones, are structurally similar to estrogen but bind to estrogen receptors with significantly lower affinity than actual estrogen. Current evidence does not support the claim that moderate soy consumption from whole food sources meaningfully raises estrogen or lowers testosterone in healthy men. That's the actual science, not the supplement industry's talking point designed to sell you their alternative. Dose: 1 cup shelled, once a day. Add sea salt, that's it. What's coming next is the item most men have never considered as a muscle-building meal. It's been sitting in the international aisle of your grocery store the whole time. Stay with me. Remember what I said about zinc and testosterone in number 4? Number 6 is going to stack on top of that. We're almost there. Number 6. Natto. I told you at the start this one would surprise you. Here it is. Natto is fermented soybeans. It is a staple food in Japan. It smells aggressive. The texture is sticky and stringy in a way that takes exactly 1 meal to get used to. And it is one of the most nutritionally dense, no-cook muscle-building foods on the planet. A standard 3.5-ounce serving of natto delivers approximately 17 to 18 grams of complete protein. That alone makes it worth knowing about. But the protein is not why it's number 6. Natto is the single richest dietary source of vitamin K2, specifically the MK7 form, of any food on Earth. A 100-gram serving contains approximately 850 to 1,100 micrograms of MK7, according to published nutritional analyses. The next closest food source isn't even in the same category. Here's what K2-MK7 actually does that is documented and not disputed. It activates matrix GLA protein, which keeps calcium out of your arteries and directs it into your bones. Better bone density means a stronger structural base for the muscle you're building. It also supports cardiovascular function, specifically arterial flexibility, which means better blood flow, better nutrient delivery to muscle tissue during recovery, and better performance under load. On top of that, natto contains nattokinase, a fibrinolytic enzyme produced during fermentation that has been shown in clinical studies to support healthy circulation by breaking down fibrin in the bloodstream. Better circulation is not a cosmetic benefit. It is a direct performance and recovery benefit. Every nutrient you eat gets to your muscle tissue faster and more efficiently when your circulation is working properly. The fermentation process also means natto is highly bioavailable. The protein is pre-digested to a degree, and the probiotic content supports gut health, which directly affects how well you absorb every other meal on this list. Dose: 1 package, typically 1.7 to 3.5 ounces, once a day. Eat it cold, straight from the package. Add a small amount of soy sauce and mustard if you need it. Some men mix it over cold rice. All of it works. None of it requires heat. You can find natto in any Asian grocery store. It costs $2 to $3 per package. Most men in Western gyms have never touched it. That's their loss. Now it's your advantage. Number 7. Canned wild salmon. Not fresh, not cooked, canned, cold, fork. A 3-ounce serving of canned wild salmon delivers approximately 17 grams of protein, significant omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, one of the most common deficiencies in training men, and astaxanthin, the same anti-inflammatory carotenoid found in smoked salmon. Here's what ties this back to everything on this list. Vitamin D deficiency is directly associated with the reduced testosterone levels in men. A study published in Hormone and Metabolic Research found that men who supplemented with vitamin D for 12 months had significantly higher testosterone levels than the placebo group. Canned wild salmon is one of the few foods that delivers meaningful dietary vitamin D in a single serving. You've been buying vitamin D capsules. You could have been eating canned salmon. The capsule costs more. The salmon also has 17 grams of protein and omega-3s. This is not a complicated decision. Dose: 1 3-ounce serving, 3 to 4 times per week. Eat it cold with sliced avocado and a squeeze of lemon. No cooking, no pan, no Sunday meal prep ritual. This is the meal that ties the whole list together. Protein, omega-3s, vitamin D, anti-inflammatory support, recovery optimization. All of it, cold from a can in under 2 minutes. The men who are consistently ahead of you in the gym are not doing more exotic things than this. They're doing simple things consistently. This is one of them. Here's what you do tonight. Pick 3 items from this list. Go to the store tomorrow. Spend $15 maximum. Come home. The baseline stack: 1 can of tuna, 1 package of natto, 1 can of wild salmon. That's approximately 55 grams of protein, significant zinc, K2, vitamin D, and omega-3s. No cooking, no prep, no excuses. If you want to start even simpler, 1 can of sardines in olive oil. Tonight, right now. That's it. 1 can. That's the minimum effective dose. You don't need a kitchen. You don't need Sunday meal prep. You don't need a $40 protein powder that a company with a jacked spokesperson is selling you on Instagram. You need a can opener and the willingness to stop making food preparation the reason you're not eating enough protein. That's the whole system. It fits in a grocery bag. Here's the truth this channel is built on. The men who are building the best physiques are not doing the most complicated things. They are doing the most consistent things. They are eating enough protein every single day regardless of whether they had time to cook. They are not waiting for the perfect conditions. They are not waiting for Sunday. They are opening a can and moving on with their day. The fitness industry needs you to believe that results require expensive inputs and elaborate preparation. They don't. They require protein, consistency, and the willingness to eat something that looks unconventional if it works. Next video. The foods that are actively destroying your testosterone, and you're probably eating them every day. You need to see that one. Subscribe if this channel is giving you information you're not getting anywhere else. Now, go open a can.